Hi, if you have clicked into this video, you're probably facing one of two problems. You're either trying to level up your Google Ads campaign performance or that you're trying to get more conversions from your Google Ads. If you're facing one of those problems, then you need to watch this video. Just stick around to the end of this video and you figure out what I'm saying. Now, my name is Adams and I run a marketing agency that helps brands get more conversions from their Google Ads. So everything from conversion tracking, campaign performance, copywriting, everything that involves the Google Ads, that's what we do at my agency. So if you're new to Google Ads or you're trying to basically improve your existing campaigns, there are three major things that you can do to improve what you're currently running. And I'm going to mention three of them in just a moment. Now, the first thing that you need to do is to check whether your ad copy is compelling enough or is written in a way that sells what you sell, if that makes sense. Now, if you sell e-commerce products or you sell services or whatever it is that you sell, you need to find a way to make sure that your copy is written in such a way that it sells what you're selling, if that makes sense. And I'm going to break it down for you. Now, there are certain fields inside of Google Ads that you need to fill in terms of your copy. So you have the headline, you have the description, and you have a bunch of other places where you can put text for your Google Ads. There are three major things that you need to look at in terms of writing your headlines. You need to make sure that they are keyword focused. So if someone searches for something like dentist, you need to make sure that the word dentist is showing up in your headline. You also need to make sure that your headlines have emotional hooks or triggers. So things like testimonials, reviews, money back guarantees, anything that really triggers that somebody really needs this product or service that you're selling. Now, the third thing that you need to make sure is in your headlines is a clear call to action. So when someone sees your ad, does it really tell them what to do after you've described what you're selling to them? So if you're telling somebody, oh, come and buy XYZ products, you need to make sure that you're telling them if they need to shop now and click to your website to go buy what you're selling, right? So there's a bunch of different call to actions that you can use, but you need to finally just make sure that your headlines have clear call to actions on them. Now that's for your headline. Overall, in terms of your ad copy, you need to make sure that it's very, 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 very compelling for people to buy what you're selling. The second thing that you can do is to check the kind of landing pages that you're driving your ads to. Now think about this. You're trying to buy something from an e-commerce site that sells pet products. You need to make sure that the landing page or if you're a customer, for example, you need to make sure that you want to get every information about this brand. You don't know them from anywhere, and you want to make sure that you're buying from a credible brand. So you'd like to see things like testimonials that shows you other people have bought from this brand before. You also want to see pictures of the products that you want to buy. You want to see some description about it. You want to see any useful information that would make you really, really interested in the product. Now, as a brand owner, all of these things are things that you need to figure out in terms of designing your landing page and in terms of driving people to your landing page. So if you have a landing page that does not have reviews, that does not have testimonials, that does not have pictures of what you're selling, then you're doing yourself a disservice, right? So you need to find a way to make sure that people get every form of information that they would need in order to buy your products. Now that's the second thing. Now the third thing that you need to do is to figure out the kind of search terms that Google is driving your ads for. So what you need to do in this case is go into Google Ads and look for your search terms report and go through all the search terms that Google has triggered your ads for. Now, what you will find is two major things. You will find relevant keywords that Google must have correctly driven your ads for, and you would also find incorrect keywords, right? So what you then need to do is go through the list, check the ones that are relevant, add them as a keyword into your actual keyword list in that campaign, and then also go through the ones that are completely irrelevant. They have nothing to do with the product or service that you sell, and then add those as negative keywords, just so that Google does not trigger for keywords like that because they are not relevant to what you sell, right? So you need to find a way to make sure that these three things are correctly done for you to have a successful Google Ads campaign. So just for me to summarize all of this, three major things that you need to do. Number one, check that your ad copy is compelling enough for people to click on your ad, just so that you can get a high click-through rate on your ads. The second thing that you need to then do is check for your search terms and see where exactly Google is driving your ads to, right? You don't want Google spending your money on irrelevant search terms, right? And then the third thing that you need to then do is check your landing pages and see if they've been, built in such a way that people will get a lot of information about the product or service that you sell. Now, I think all of this could have been helpful for you, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on, how this performed after you optimize based on those checks inside of your Google Ads campaign. Please subscribe to this channel, and I hope to see you next time.